Hello YouTube channel, I am back. I am here to make a video that is has been highly requested. Say hi, Bobbers. First, I want to say that we are dressed in all black to support Black Lives Matter. I wanted to kind of read some things that I wrote down, what I've seen online that really stuck with me. One is the speech by Frederick Douglass, "What to the American Slave is your 4th of July." I recommend everyone to read that. It's very powerful. Wrote some things down on the back of a bill here. But one thing that mostly stands out to me is we're celebrating one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is that a true statement to this day? No. And I think that's something that we all need to keep in our minds, that liberty and justice for all includes Black lives. And celebrating Independence Day, when America was built on the back and foundation of slaves. And still to this day, African Americans are not treated as equal. So this year, 2020, I think that's something that we need to keep in our minds, and that is very important, especially today on 4th of July. So keep that in mind while you're celebrating today. Anywho, we're going to jump right into me having coronavirus, COVID-19. Yes, I did test positive 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna start off with the biggest question is, people asked what were my first symptoms, and what made me go and get tested. So my very first symptoms, I apologize, August is in the background playing with his toys, and that's just how it's gonna be. We're gonna have that as background noise for today. But anyways, since it's hard to pinpoint exactly when I contracted the virus, I was at my club on Friday. I went to Put-in Bay, which is an island in Ohio, Saturday, Sunday, and I started getting symptoms on Monday. So for me, what I would narrow it down to is sometime Friday night. So it took a few days for it to get in my system and start making me sick. So my very first symptom was a cough. I got a really bad cough, and I had neck and back pains. It felt like I had slept on it weirdly, or went to the gym, which I never do. So I was like, why is my neck and back so sore? What did I do? It was just out of the ordinary, randomly sore. So that was kind of strange. And then I had a bad cough. And the following day, on a Tuesday, is when I noticed that I lost my smell. So that was like, I don't know. Whenever you look up COVID, loss of smell is like a very common symptom. So after that, and that was on a Tuesday, I was like, all right, now that I can't smell, I had a cough and those pains, I was like, I'm gonna go get tested. So I went on CVS, I signed up for a drive-through test. I couldn't get in until the following day, on Wednesday. So I went Wednesday to get my test. I was having a cough, the neck and back pains, loss of smell, and then I had really bad hot flashes and cold chills. I never had a fever, so that is one thing. I never still got a fever, but the chills were super cold and the hot flashes were super hot. I would wake up feeling like I'm sweating, and then take all my covers off, and then in a few hours I'd wake up freezing, to the bone. I felt cold to the bone. So a few days after that, those symptoms kind of just lingered, and that's just how I felt the next couple of days. Say Friday is when I started experiencing bad nausea, and it would come and go in waves. So this wasn't like I was feeling this all day long, but it would come and go in waves where all of a sudden I'd get very nauseous and dizzy, and I had to lay down, and I got super tired too. So that was just strange, because I'd wake up and I'd feel okay. This was like Friday to Sunday. I'd wake up, be fine, be like, sweet, today's not gonna be a bad day. And then as the day progressed, I would be hit with nausea, dizziness. I had sinus issues, that whole week. I just was stuffed up. Yeah, in regards, so I didn't test positive. I didn't get my test results back until that following Monday. And after that, once I got my positive test, that's when the health department called me, like probably 2 hours after I got my test back in the morning. The health department called me, asked me a bunch of questions, who I was with, when I started feeling symptoms. So from then on, they told me my isolation ends July 6th. So today's the 4th, 2 more days, and I'm officially supposed to be cleared. No, I don't have, they're not making me retest again. They're saying that, after the 14 days, you will be completely cleared. But I will ask them, I will ask and see, like, what's that, like, do I want to? I kind of want to, but at the end of the day, they did say that you will, like, most likely negative. So yeah, that whole week was just, I would say I didn't get the most terrible symptoms of COVID. I was lucky on that end. I didn't have to be hospitalized, but it was definitely worse than a cold, but not as bad as the flu. So I wasn't throwing up, or I didn't have a fever. So yeah, that was kind of my experience having COVID. Another question was, did anyone in my family get COVID because of me? And the answer is no. No one in my family tested positive. They all got their tests, which, like, to me is mind-blowing because I feel like I was around them the most of everyone. But no, I guess after I got my first symptoms, I did let my whole family know. I was like, this is how I'm feeling, and I think I'm gonna go get a test on Wednesday. That's when I can get in. And they were like, okay, we'll just, keep socially distancing. And I did, like, go over. I had dinner with my family almost every night, but no one was really close to me, and that was just that's how we rolled at that point. And when they took their tests like a week later, and all good. Hey, you're a good little boy, huh? Nom nom nom. I love you. Mommy loves you. So all in all, that was my experience with COVID-19. I would suggest that any young person, so I feel like the younger crowd doesn't get as harsh of symptoms, and that's not everybody. That definitely does not apply to all, but so far a lot of feedback that I've been getting is people around my age, the younger age, have just been getting either like a cough, a sore throat. No, I had a sore throat the whole week. I forgot to mention that. Or headaches. If you have if you feel even the slightest off, I say go get a test. Yeah. So yeah, not a terrible experience. The isolation definitely sucked. It sucks that, the whole state shut down in March to April. So, like, I have already had a taste of being quarantined. So now being quarantined in the dead of summer where I want to go out, that sucked. But, gotta stay safe. I did not think that I don't know. Working at a club, I kind of was just, I'll probably get it eventually. My mindset was, I'll probably get it eventually. And I did. Don't know. I will never know exactly where, but it's pretty likely that I did get it from my club. Hope that was informational for everyone. That's all that I can think of, all the questions that I got from this past week. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more YouTube. I'm gonna start doing more like fashion hauls of clothes that I get August. But I thought that this would be a good video to start off with on this week, talking about my COVID journey. So yeah, let me know if there's any additional questions. I could make a part 2, but yeah, so far that's it. Today is my first day where I feel completely symptom-free. Yay.
Oh no.
He goes, oh no, the video's ending. No, he wants to play with the fireworks. Show. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Everybody have a safe 4th of July. Again, keep in mind what we're celebrating. We are celebrating independence, and not all Americans have the same independence. Not all Americans are feeling that equality and justice for all. So that's something that we need to continue to work on, America. All right, thanks.